Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, and welcome back to a new video in a new sort of style and setting. I like it a lot in here. Have you ever wondered why your logo could look bad, or why other people's logos could look bad? In this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 reasons why your logo could be looking really bad and how you can fix it. Now, by no means necessarily am I saying that there are loads of bad logos that I've seen. Obviously, there are logos that I don't like and there are things that I would personally change to them, but you guys have seen logos that I've created that you would personally change. So I came up with 5 points in this video that will help you make a difference to other people's logos, and to also anyone who's looking to change their brand, how you could get the best logo possible and how to do it and where to go for it. So the first reason your logo looks bad is because it is way too complicated. When we first start our companies, or if you're creating your own logo for your own company, we try and fit too much information in. Something that the human brain is very good at when it's being creative is adding things in and not taking things away. Logo design is all about making sure it's simple, and the best way to explain this is the Apple logo, or the Sony logo, or the Canon logo. With those logos, you cannot really take anything else away from them. Sure, you can add a bunch of cool effects to them and maybe add more information, but in reality, logo design is not about what else you can add in, but what can you take away? When you end up to the last point of I cannot take anything else away from this logo, otherwise it'll look really strange, then that is where you want to be. So make sure your logos are simple by taking things away from it. Make sure there's not loads of information, that it's just one icon or one logo type or one word that they can see that is unique. The second reason why your logo could be looking bad is because it doesn't fit within the industry standard. All too often I see logos of nurseries that look like they should be logos from a solicitor's office, or vice versa, which is even stranger. Logo design is very subjective, but there are some objective points to it, such as the way that a typeface works will influence the customer base you have. For instance, as the example that I gave at the start, which is that your company logo, if you're working in a solicitor's office or a firm office, cannot look like it's from a nursery because people won't take it seriously. It has a huge effect on the way that people perceive your company, because a logo is literally the reflection of your tone and your brand and who you are and what you stand for. The best way to counter this is to look at other people's logos in the same industry, not copy them, but look at them and see what they're doing the same. This is called mood boarding, and to get a general mood and a tone of a brand or an industry. The third reason your logo could be looking really bad is because it is too simple. I know the first point of this video was that your logo was too complicated and now it's too simple. Well, sometimes we can go into extremes with this. So for instance, when you first had like a cool logo that looked decent, and somewhere along the process you just changed it to a square or a circle with a color inside it. That is way too simple for that logo. We live in a very saturated marketplace now where it's easy to start off a company by just having it on the internet or YouTube. So there's a lot more competition now with logo designs to be standing out and your brand to stand out. There's lots of companies that have too much of a simple logo and not the brand to back it up. For instance, Apple's logo isn't too simple, but it's simple enough. The best way to counter this, again, is to mood board and to create a lot of different ideas and to make notes on those ideas as to why they look good or why they look bad. Something that I teach in my workshops for logo design all the time is that you should be taking notes on the work that you've made, like when you're drawing it out, and also to draw and not use computers or Illustrator or software until you've drawn about 50 ideas of that logo on paper. The fourth reason why your logo could be looking bad is because it isn't functional. A big mistake a lot of new designers and a lot of people who aren't designers but are creating and designing logos for their own small businesses is that they try and make a cool logo. The problem with creating a cool logo is that it may not be functional. The difference between art and design is that art isn't really functional. Design is made to be functional. We design things ergonomically to be functional, and the same is for logo and graphic design. Graphic design is made to be functional so you you can read things easily without eye fatigue, and the same is for logo design. Maybe your logo isn't functional, and by that it might look really cool but it's too cartoony. It might look really cool but it's too vintage and there's too many lines in it. It might be cool but it's just really long, or it could be really tall, or it looks more like a hand lettered piece rather than a logo type, or maybe it looks something like a Van Gogh painting rather than a logo design, which is simple. The more functional the logo, you'll find, is the more simpler it is. So if you have the idea and the concept of your company's logo, make sure that you're asking this question: does it fit where I need it to fit, and does it work well? Because if it doesn't, then chances are the logo may look like the best logo on the planet, but it won't serve you or be functional for your brand. And the last reason your logo could be looking bad is because you didn't hire a professional. I'm a logo designer. Over the past 6 years, I've been designing logos for different companies, large and small, and I also teach it here on my YouTube channel. One thing that a lot of people tell me when they come to work with me is, I've tried to create a logo and it doesn't work, or I got someone to make a logo who wasn't a professional and it didn't work. Now, the reason why your logo could be looking bad is because you didn't go to the right person. Maybe you just went to a normal designer who designs everything from brochures to, whatever, and you didn't go to a specialized logo designer. For me, I'm a logo type designer, so I specialize in logo type design or typographic logos. I also do icons and things of this nature. But one thing that I think people, especially new businesses, whether they're small or large, is that they don't go to the right people. Now, I'm not saying today, come to me. I'm saying you need to do your research and go to a designer that actually knows what they're talking about, that knows what they're doing, and have shown their work online, that the work suits your company. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't afford a logo designer, it's too much of an expense, well, I want to challenge the way that you're perceiving this expense. In reality, getting a brand designed for you or a logo designed for you is not an expense, it is an investment. The difference between expenses and investments is that you want to keep expenses down, and with investments, you want to bring that up so you get more out of that investment. If you get a logo design for $5, then that is absolutely fine if it works. Now, the difference between a logo design for $5 and one for $5,000 is that the one with $5,000 is probably going to work a lot better, because the person charging you for that is more likely to understand your company and has more of a backing of his work. He has shown his work, he has been working for many different companies, and by no means am I slating people who charge $5 for the work. Obviously, I would like people to charge more for the work, but what I'm saying is, seeing logo design as an investment rather than an expense means that you are going to invest in your company a design that is functional and works well, and the logo design will stand the test of time. So if you're having a problem with the logo design, go to a professional. Don't just do it yourself. Maybe even give an idea to a professional of what you've done and show them that this is what I can't do, I need help. Even that helps as well with your business and company. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please press that red subscribe button and that notification bell, as YouTube may not be telling you that I've uploaded new videos. I just want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, FreshBooks. FreshBooks is a cloud accounting software that I use to sort all my expenses, to track invoices, to send invoices, and to manage all my accounts. The best thing I love about FreshBooks, especially for freelancers or small businesses like my own, is that when I send an invoice, I can see whether someone has viewed that invoice or not. It has automatic late payment fees, automatic email reminders. You can do everything within FreshBooks itself, and you get paid even quicker using FreshBooks, as they just have to press a pay button and they can pay through Stripe. It makes your business life and accounting life so much easier. So if you would like 30 days free of FreshBooks with no risk at all, click that link down below in the description, and also let them know in that little box thing that I, Will Paterson, sent you to them. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. Leave your comments down below. What do you think? And I'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Goodbye.